finding it hard to stay motivated, staying off the bike for 6 months, and falling into drinking heavily and gaining weight, complaining that not many people would ride in Syracuse and contests weren't very common. According to my research, he had a roommate at the time, but I don't know who. Later in October of 1994, Mirra would surprise the world when deciding to not ride for GT, but instead going with Haro instead. And the contract that he signed with Haro only required him to go to BS contests for a payout of $30,000 a year. Later getting the iconic picture taken by Brad McDonald of his sick Indian air on the Monreno Valley Skate Park vert pipe. Fulfilling his contract, Mirra would compete at the 94 BS Finals in Chicago, placing first in the Stuntman 1994 BS Round 4 and Finals. Some athletes stated at this point that Mirra was blasting some of the best airs in the game, 11 feet on average, but at this point lacked the variation. This would ultimately lead to a third place in Stuntman Vert. In 1995 was another interesting move for Mirra, moving to Greenville, North Carolina, stating, "I moved to Greenville in March of 95 to kind of be closer to my brother." Receiving a phone call from Tim, this was in a sense the call Mirra wanted to hear. His girlfriend initially moving with him to Greenville, but ultimately leaving after they separated. Mirra essentially referring to it as getting rid of lead weights. Now that we have an understanding of the early years of Dave Mirra, we can move on to what a lot of people are going to say they know Dave Mirra from.